as the dog nuttery continues, it is to no surprise, even to the dog nutters themselves, the dog lovers, the dog owners, the dog industry, the dog culture, that dogs are able to get away with anything. A dog can attack you, destroy property, and the dog nutters themselves know that the dog can get away with it without, being at fault. Even when a dog deliberately ruins your or destroys your property, the dog nut knows that we cannot blame the dog for anything. We can't. The dog is the only thing on this earth that is able to kill and destroy without taking any of the blame. Even if these things get put down, or they call put to sleep, at the end of the day, again, the dogs still cannot be blamed. And the people, the dog nutters, will continue to blame anyone else except the dog. The dog nuts will blame the victim. They'll blame the owner. They'll find the closest human to blame. And still to this day, they have been unable to argue or to debunk or to answer this question when stray dogs attack people. I'm talking stray dogs in countries in Asia and Europe, South America. When they attack people, who's to blame? Who's to blame? And one excuse that they are going to most likely say is that these dogs need a loving forever home. So somehow, whoever created these things, wherever they came from, all of a sudden now, it is the human's responsibility to make sure that these dogs have a forever home. They don't say this about lions or birds or any other animal. This is mostly towards the dog. Stray dog attacks, and they want to say, we have to own these things. We have to put these things in our homes. We have to put these things in our homes. So why is it our responsibility? Why is it our responsibility to have to be responsible for these worthless mutts? Even though, again, these things could never, ever be at fault for anything. And at the end of the day, it is our responsibility, the human's responsibility, to find these worthless mutts a loving home. This dog culture, it is obviously, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make logical sense. It is just, obviously it is pro-dog. Everything is about worshiping and praising and protecting and defending these dogs, even if they are at fault. And another thing, when something is capable of killing someone, they will call that lethal. When something hurts people, harms people, makes people sick, they will call it dangerous. They'll call it poisonous. They will say, stay away. Don't touch this. Why would you put yourself in danger like that? Even though dogs themselves, have killed and have attacked so many people worldwide. Yet, these things that should be labeled as lethal, as dangerous, and I will even go as far to say as like poisonous or venomous, they're still allowed to live in our communities and our societies. Again, the dog cannot be blamed for anything. The dog can never be at fault. It is our responsibility to take care of these things. And even though that these things are dangerous and lethal and can kill you, somehow these things get a pass. When zookeepers or people who own lions are attacked by a lion or a tiger or a bear, the people will say, these are predators. You're not supposed to do that. They'll call certain people crazy for doing so. But the dog themselves do the same thing, if not even more. And to say that these things are man's best friend, and for them to attack people and to attack their owners and their owners' children on a regular basis, but still to allow them to exist within our homes and our community, it does not make any sense. But I get it. This is about worshiping, praising these worthless mutts, because there is a dog agenda going on. There is a dog agenda going on. And when the media doesn't, demonize something, when the media protects and promotes and supports a particular thing despite it being dangerous or not making sense, there has to be a clear agenda. And these agendas are not for the good. They are not for the benefits of humanity. They are for the detrimental. They are to destroy. They are to weaken. They are to distract. They are to drown humanity. So again, as I said in this little video rant or whatever you want to call it, dogs cannot be blamed for anything, even if they, cause problems. Stray dogs are our responsibility. We have to take care of these worthless mutts. But even though we call them worthless, people will debate and say that they're not worthless. Then to, have something so deadly and dangerous and to keep placing them in our homes, it doesn't make sense. But in the same times, it does make sense, because there is a dog agenda going on. Because if the media is not demonizing, and if the media is promoting and supporting this dog culture, even though it has committed so many of killings, then there has to be an agenda going on. Hope what I said was clear and makes sense. I know sometimes I think of this and I think of that and I go off topic a little bit, and I try to connect things back to each other because it's all connected at the end of the day, but it is what it is. Gore the Dog Butcher with another Worthless Mutts, and remember, it is okay to hate dogs.